students, good afternoon. In the last class, we have discussed about O gauge. O gauge is also called as cumulative frequency curves. Right? We have also discussed about problems based on O gauge. Today, we shall continue the remaining problems based on O gauge. Here, the 34th problem is draw an O gauge and locate median from the graph. Here, they are given class interval with respect to frequencies. Here, class intervals are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. With respect to frequencies are 3, 9, 15, 30, 18, and 5. Okay, here, while drawing O gauge, the frequencies should be converted into LCF and MCF, less than cumulative frequencies and MCF, more than cumulative frequencies. We require less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequencies. Here, the first LCF. Here, the frequency first term and LCF first term both are same. 3 plus 9 is 12. 12 plus 15 is 27. 27 plus 30 is 57. 57 plus 18 is 75. 75 plus 5 is 80. Here, capital N is 80. The next, how to find the LCF values, more than cumulative frequencies. Here, in LCF, the highest frequency is 80. First, in MCF, the first one is 80, highest is 80. MCF first term minus LCF first term. 80 minus 3 is 77. The next highest minus second LCF. 80 minus 12, 68. 80 minus 27, 53. 80 minus 57, 23. 80 minus 75, 5. Here, the frequency last term and MCF last term both are same. Okay, next we have to draw OU curve. Here, the class intervals are taken along x-axis and the cumulative frequencies are taken along y-axis. The class intervals are taken along x-axis and the cumulative frequencies are taken along y-axis. Here, first you have to mention the scale. Scale, x-axis, 1 centimeter equal to x-axis, 1 centimeter equal to, here 0 to 60 is there, you have to take 5 units, otherwise 10, this is otherwise. Okay, x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units, take it 10 units, and y-axis, see here the lowest is 3 and highest is 80. Okay, lowest is 3 and highest is 80. Then you have 1 centimeter equal to 5 units. 5 units. 5, 10, 15. Otherwise, I'll take 10 units. 10 is better. Here y-axis 1 units, 1 centimeter equal to 10 units. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Okay, next axis 1 to 60, 10 to 60, then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Here, first we have to draw LCF curve, that is less than cumulative frequency curve. Here, the less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. The less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. Here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 are the lower class limits and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 are the upper class limits. Here the less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. It is nothing but 10 is 3, 20 is 12, 30 is 27, 40 is 57, 50 is 75 and 60 is 80. Here the less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. Here 10 is 3 means here. The next 20 is 12, 30 is 27, 40 is 57, 50 is 75, middle, 60 is 80. And these points are joined by smooth curve or free-handed curve. It is a MCF curve. Okay. Next, we have to draw MCF curve. Here, the more than cumulative frequencies are drawn against lower class limits. That is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here, 0 is 80, 10 is 37, 20 is 68, 30 is 53, 40 is 23, and 50 is 5. More than cumulative frequencies are drawn against lower class limits. Here, first 0 is 18, 0 is 18, 10 is 77, 20 is 68, 30 is 53, 40 23, 50 5. 50 is 5. And these points are joined by a smooth curve or a free-handed curve. See, it is a Ogilvy curve. It is a Ogilvy curve. Yes, got it. Here, once again, the less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. Less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits, and more than cumulative frequencies are drawn against lower class limits. Here, the two Ogives are drawn together with common axis. Two Ogives are drawn together with common axis from the point of intersection. From the point of intersection of these two Ogives, draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. Draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. Draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. The value on the point on the x-axis gives the median value. The point on the x-axis gives the median value. Here 30 to 35, it is 36. Here median is 36. Okay, once again, usually the two Ogives are drawn with common axis from the point of intersection of these two Ogives. Draw a line perpendicular to the x-axis. The point on the x-axis gives the median value. Here median is here 30 to 40 is there now. Here median middle is 35. The next one 36. Here then we get m equal to 36. Okay, it is a median. Okay, it is a Ogive with respect to median. Okay, the next problem is in 35th problem. They are given using the following table. Draw an Ogive. Using the following table, draw an Ogive and determine the value of median from it. Here they are given wages with respect to number of workers. Here wages is nothing but cost is zero and number of workers is nothing but frequencies. Here they are given up to 80, up to 90, up to 100, up to 110, up to 120, up to 130, up to 140, up to 150. Here up to 80 means 0 to 80. Next up to 90 means here the last class interval is up to 80 now. Okay, you have to take 80 to 90 to 90 is the second class interval. Means here the width is that gauge means first class interval which has take 70 to 80. Up to 80 means you have to take 70 to 80. Up to 90 means 80 to 90. Up to 100 means 90 to 100. Up to so on. Up to 50, 150 means 140 to 150. And with respect to number of occurs are 12, 30, 65, 107, 157, triple, 202, triple 2, and 230. Okay, here the frequency. Okay, here the values are not here. Here the values are increasing order. Here the frequencies are always increasing order, decreasing order. The frequencies are always increasing order or decreasing order. Means here they are given LCF values. These are LCF values, not frequencies. Here the frequencies are always increasing or decreasing order, and LCF is always increasing order, and LCF is always increasing order, and LCF is always decreasing order. Here they are given LCF. Okay, here we want LCF values. Okay, here first we find the MCF values. Here in LCF the highest frequency is 230. In MCF highest frequency is 230. Here MCF highest minus the first LCF 230 minus 12 and we get 280. Highest minus second LCF 230 minus 30 is 200. 230 minus 65, then we get 165. The next 230 minus 107, then we get 123. The next 230 minus 157, 73. 230 minus 202, then we get 28. 230 minus 202 is 8. These are LCFs. Okay. Here the next frequencies are not given. Means we want only LCF and MCF values. Okay. Here frequencies are not available. Okay. Leave it. Okay. We want only LCF and MCF values. Okay. The next we have to draw OQs. Here first we have to mention the scale. X-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 units, and y-axis 1 centimeter equal to. Okay, here the lowest is 12 and highest is 230. Means you have to take 20 units. Here y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 20 units. Okay, here the class interval starts from 70 and ends with 170, 150. Here first take 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, and 150. With respect to LCF and MCF are here 1 centimeter 20 units, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, and 240. Okay. Next, first we have to draw LCF curve. We have to draw LCF curve. Here, the less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. Means 78, sorry, 80 is 12. Less than cumulative frequencies are drawn against upper class limits. 80 is 12, 90 is 30, up to so on, 150 is 230. First, 80 is 12. It is 10 middle, 12. The next, 90 is 30. Next, 100 is 65. Okay, you have to drop in the graph paper. Okay, 90 is 30. Next, 100 is 65. 65. 110 is 107. 202, 140 is 212, 150 is 230. And these lines are joined by a smooth curve or a free-handed curve. It is the X-shaped curve. Next, we have to draw X-shaped curve. More than cumulative frequencies are drawn against lower class limits. More than cumulative frequencies are drawn against lower class limits. Here 70 is 230, 80 is 280, up to so on 140 is 80. Okay, here first one 70 is 230. 70 is 230 means here middle. The next 80 is 218. 90 is 200. 100 is 165. 110 is 123. 120 is 73. 130 28. 140 is 8. And these points are joined by a smooth curve or free-handed curve. It is a MCF curve. Okay, it's complete. Yes, obvious. The next, you have to obtain median. You have to obtain. Usually, the two OQs are drawn together with common axis. Usually, the two OQs are drawn together with common axis. This is a common axis. Okay, from the point of intersection of these two OQs, from the point of intersection of these two OQs, draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. Draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. The point on the x-axis gives the median value. The point on the x-axis gives the median value. Here it is exactly 115 million. M equal to 115. M is 115. Median is 115. Is a median. Okay, suppose find the third quartile. Find third quartile means here how to calculate quartiles. There are totally three quartiles are there: first, second, and third quartile. Okay, lower, median, and upper quartiles are there. Okay, then here you have to locate Q3 values. Locate Q3 values. That is 3n by 4. 3n by 4. 3n by, okay, it is actually I by 4. I is number 3. Okay, that calculating third quartile. Okay, therefore I have to take 3n by 4. Here n is what? Capital is 230. 230 divided by 4. Then you get 57.5 into 3 is 172.5. 172.5 is taken along y-axis. Y-axis. Here the value 172.5 is taken along y-axis. The value 172.5 is taken along y-axis. And draw a line. Parallel to x-axis. And draw a line parallel to x-axis. Here the value 172.5 is taken along y-axis. 172.5 is here is taken along y-axis, and draw a line parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. Okay. Then draw a line parallel to x-axis. Then the line cut the LCF curve. intersection point from the point draw a line perpendicular to draw a line perpendicular to x axis. Draw a line perpendicular to x axis. The point on the x axis gives the third quartile value. The point on the x axis gives the third quartile value. Here, from this point, draw a line. From this point, draw a line perpendicular to x axis. The point on the x axis gives the third quartile value, that is Q3 value. Here 100 to 110, it is 101, 102. Here Q3 value is 102, or approximately 102. It is finding the first, second. Suppose find first order means 1n by 4 up to, okay, so on. Suppose find third percentile means that is 3n by percentile means divide by 100. Then you have to apply same procedure. Then we get the quartile, percentile or decimal values. Okay, it is about the values. Okay, next concept. Here, the problem number 36 and 37. 36. Draw values for the following data and measure the values of median. 37. The following table points pertains to scales of cars in Bangalore of different companies of different brands in the year 2010. Here, in both the problems, we have to draw values. It is a homework. Okay, 36 and 37 homework. Okay, the next concept is demerits or limitations of graphical presentation of the data. Here, the drawbacks or limitations, both are same. Demerits or limitations of graphical presentation of data. Here, the first drawback is what? Here, the first one is graphs and diagrams are only visual aids. The graphs and diagrams are only visual aids and they cannot be considered as an alternative to numerical data. Here, both the graphs and diagrams are only visual aids. Okay, they are only visual aids. Okay, and they cannot be considered as an alternative to numerical data. Okay, and numerical data they cannot be considered when numerical data. Only a graph the next level diagrams numerical data. That is the first drawback. Here, the graphs and the diagrams and graphs are only visual aids and they cannot be considered as an alternative to numerical data. Next, second, graphs and diagrams are not accurate and give only rough idea of the data. Graphs and diagrams are not accurate. Okay, compared to classification and tabulation. Classification ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತದೆ tabulated data ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ 100% ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Here the diagrams and graphs are not accurate. Okay, different persons may not draw different diagrams or different graphs. Okay, and give only rough idea of the data. Okay, ಏನದಲ್ಲ diagram accurate ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, only rough idea ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚಲೋ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, rough idea ಇರ್ತದೆ. Okay, here the graphs and diagrams are not accurate and give only rough idea of the data. The next third one, they cannot be used for further statistical analysis. They cannot be used for further statistical analysis. Diagrams and graphs cannot be used for further statistical analysis. Okay, ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ statistical analysis ಇದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. They cannot be used for further statistical analysis. In the research field ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, it is a drawback. The next fourth one, they are misleading and can create wrong impression about the data. They are misleading. ತಪ್ಪು ಇರಬಹುದು, misleading. They are okay, ಅವರು ತಪ್ಪು ಇರಬಹುದು. They are misleading and can create a wrong impression about the data. Okay, data ಬಂದಿರ್ತದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದ ಅಥವಾ ಡೇಟಾ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋಲ್ಲ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ, ತಪ್ಪುಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ and can create a wrong impression about the data. ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡೇಟಾಗೆ ರಾಂಗ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಾಂಗ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ about the data. Okay, these are the demerits or limitations of graphical presentation of data. Okay, the next point, next concept is okay, next concept, comparison of tabular data with diagrams and graphs. Here the comparison between tabular data and diagrams and graphs. Comparison of tabular data with diagrams and graphs. Here the first comparison is table contain precise and accurate information, whereas diagrams gives only an approximate idea. Here table contains precise and accurate information. Here precise means exactly. Here the table contains exactly and accurate information. Here the informations are exactly, correctly, whereas diagrams are only an approximate idea. Here okay, diagrams and graphs gives only a rough idea. Here the table contains exact idea and diagram and graphs contains only approximate, that is rough idea about the data. Next, second one, more information can be presented in one table than either graph or diagram. Here more information can be presented in one table. One table information, full information ಕೊಡಬಹುದು, either in diagram or graph. Diagram ಮತ್ತು graph ಆಗಿರೋದಲ್ಲ, table ಏನು information, full information ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Here the more information can be presented in one table than either diagram or graph. The next, third one, tables require close reading and are difficult to interpret than graphs and diagrams. Here next comparison is tables require close reading. Tables, because the table contains numerical data. Table contains numerical data, it requires close reading. Okay, numerical data it requires close reading. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿರೋದಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಒನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ and are difficult to interpret and are difficult to interpret explanation and are difficult to explain the then graphs and diagrams. Okay, the next fourth comparison is for common man graphs and diagrams look attractive and are more appealing than tables. For common man the graphs and diagrams look attractive. Here for common man, here the diagrams and graphs are easily understood by common man compared to the table. Here the tables are not easily understood by common man. Then here the graphs and diagrams are looks attractive for common man. Okay, next comparison is graphs and diagrams can be easily interpreted than tables. Graphs and diagrams can be easily interpreted than tables. Okay, misinterpreted. Okay, mistakes about graphs and diagrams ಅಲ್ಲಿ table ಗೆ ಇರೋಲ್ಲ, graphs ಮತ್ತೆ diagram ಅಲ್ಲಿ mistakes ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಆದ್ರೆ table ಅಲ್ಲಿ mistakes ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Here the graphs and diagrams can be easily interpreted than tables. Okay, these are the comparison of tabular data with diagrams and graphs. Okay, these are the 5 comparisons. Okay, the next one, the difference between diagrams and graphs. Difference between diagrams and graphs. Here the first difference is diagrams gives only approximate idea. Diagrams gives only an approximate idea. Here the diagrams gives only approximate idea. information. Okay, graph gives more accurate information. Here, the diagrams gives only approximate idea, and graph gives more accurate information. The next second one is diagrams are drawn on plain paper. See here, the diagrams are drawn on plain paper. Diagrams are drawn on plain paper, whereas graphs are drawn on graph sheet. Graphs are drawn on graph sheets. Here, the diagrams are drawn on plain paper, it's A4 size papers, and graphs are drawn on graph sheets. The next difference is, third one is, diagrams are easily understood by common man. Here, diagrams are easily understood by common man, and graphs are not easily understood by common man. And graphs are not easily understood by common man. Here, the diagrams are easily understood by common man. Diagrams are attractive, both are easily understood by common man, but the graphs are not easily understood by common man. Fourth one, here, the diagrams are more suitable for advertisement and publicity. So here the diagrams are more suitable for advertisement and publicity. Diagrams advertisement purpose or publicity purpose use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Where the diagrams are more suitable for advertisement and publicity, and graphs are more suitable for statistical analysis. Yeah, the graphs are more suitable for statistical analysis. Okay, these are the differences between diagrams and graphs. Here, the first one is, here the diagrams are only approximate idea. It gives only approximate idea, and graphs gives more accurate information. Second one is, here diagrams are drawn on plain paper and graphs are drawn on graph sheets. Third one is, diagrams are easily understood by common man. Diagrams are easily understood by common man, and graphs are not easily understood by common man. The next last difference is, the diagrams are more suitable for advertisement and publicity. The diagrams are more suitable for advertisement and publicity, but in graph is more suitable for statistical analysis. It is more suitable for statistical analysis. It is a very, very important question. It is a 2 marks question. Write any 2 differences between diagrams and graphs. Write any 2 differences between diagrams and graphs. Here you have to write any 2 differences between diagrams and graphs. Okay, let's complete your diagrammatic and graphical presentation of data. Okay, the next class we shall start a new chapter. We shall start a new chapter, that is interpolation and extrapolation. Okay, thank you.